everyone, and welcome back to the channel and to the Alphabet Zoo and Planet Zoo. So as you may see a difference. I did fill this in with some trees and back here with some trees. But, oh, and I did put A and B. I just thought that was a little something fun. We did name, let me just mash play here. Let's see. So last time we did name the adults, and I decided I wanted to name the babies as well. So this one is Adam, and this one is Andy. Look at them. They're so cute. So they will be traded out of the zoo, but that is okay. And then I still need to name the binturongs. I haven't had any name suggestions. Oh, actually, while I'm thinking about it, I did get a name for the habitat. Let me see here. Let me look it up. Forgot about this, actually. I think it was Sloth Lynn that gave me names. So 1 second here. He gave me several different names. Yeah, it was Sloth Lynn for the habitat. And we're going to name it Addict's Abode. I like that. Thank you, Sloth Lynn, for that name suggestion. We're going to up the price here. It doesn't really matter, but still. Okay. No name suggestions for the binturongs, but I'm just going to go ahead and name them. We have a female here. We're going to name her Betty. We have another female. We're going to name her Billie Jean. I have an aunt named Billie Jean. That's Betty. Let's see here. This is the male. We're going to name him. Oh, y'all really need to give me name suggestions. That way I can name them some interesting names. So Betty, Billie Jean. Always, I'm thinking of Bobby, but actually Bodie is an interesting name. Okay, and then I know there is another. That's Bodie. There's a baby. We're gonna name him Bob. And which one is this one? Oh yeah, 2 males. Okay. 2 males, 2 females. Oh my goodness, some interesting names. Bounty. Why not? Wasn't there another baby? That's not what I wanted. That is not what I wanted either. I want this. There you go. And a little female. So we're going to name her. What are we going to name her? Let's name her Barbara. Barbara. That is Barbara. Did I spell that right? Maybe? I don't know. I did or not. Okay. First, let's do a little maintenance here. Because maturity. Okay. I do have them on contraceptive. Alright. Perfect. So, the next animal that we're going to be putting in is going to be a sea animal. And it is going to be the Caracal? Caracal? Is that how you say that? A little kitty. Or a big kitty. I'm not sure. So only a male and a female. They are shy. So let's see here. They can't share. Oh, look here. You're really good. So let's adopt you. And you're good. Let's adopt you. Perfect. We are going to send them to the quarantine. And quarantine. And we are going to put them, I think, over here. And I may put, like, more shops or a restaurant. Oh, a restaurant here. Okay, so I just had an idea. anyways, I'm going to switch to the time lapse, and I will see y'all in a little bit. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the speed build for the Caracals. I think I'm saying that right. Hope I'm saying that right. I'm sorry that, excuse me, that it did not get put up on Saturday, but it is what it is. My husband was home Friday and Saturday, and so I just didn't have the time and everything. And when I recorded this on Thursday, I think it was, or Wednesday, no, I think it was Thursday, whatever day it was that I recorded, I just didn't feel like doing the voiceover and any editing that day. So here it is, a little late, but still here. So, excuse me, what I'm doing here is, as you can see, I'm just building a restaurant for the Caracals. Y'all don't forget to leave some names in the comments below. Excuse me, I'm so sorry, y'all. In the comments below for the Caracals and the cafe, the restaurant, whatever, a good name for it, and for the habitat, or however, I'd really appreciate it. So, yeah, I'm just trying to figure out the restaurant here and the pathing. I was gonna have it go all the way around, but then you'll see here in a little bit, I actually delete that, and I decided to do a little different, because I originally did want over there on the left over there, that pathway, but I wanted to enclose it, so it's like you're having to go into like a little cave area type, not really a cave, but you'll see here in a little bit what I'm talking about, but it's a viewing area for the Caracals and everything. And so this is where I'm just making it a little bit bigger, and then I'm like, oh, well, you know, that's not going to work around back, so just delete it. And here I'm just boxing off. I was gonna box it in, but then I'm like, no, that's not really what I'm wanting. I was thinking, excuse me, in the process of building this, I had built one before in just one of my personal zoos. Actually, it was for a challenge or a contest with for Zoof on YouTube, which I never did turn it in. But it's been a while. I had made like a bear enclosure with the restaurant, although I did this one just a little bit different. I didn't do the steps correctly, I guess you could say, to get how I wanted, but it all turned out perfectly fine in the end and everything. So here I'm just fencing it off with the fence that was done around the little garden area up front. And I was thinking about putting curbs on the ground and on the pathways. If y'all have any suggestions on what material, what piece would look good as a curb on the ground, y'all let me know. Preferably like a smaller, shorter piece. That way I can get the corners a little bit better instead of like them long pieces. But yeah, if y'all wouldn't mind giving me some suggestions on the type of pieces that would look good with the stone path, that would be great. I'd appreciate it. Excuse me. Sorry about that, y'all. went and turned off my exhaust fan, and my asthma's been bothering me for some reason, so I had to do my inhaler. But here I just put in the tables, putting in some canopies is what they call them, the umbrellas. I didn't put them on all the tables, just kind of put them around, staggered them around. And then that wall there, this is going to be the viewing area for the Caracals. I will put glass in those big pieces there. And since it didn't line up perfectly, I just added an extra. Just added an extra wall there. And then here I am building the, excuse me, so sorry. I'm building the habitat barriers. And I decided to put the gate right there. And I originally didn't make it big enough. Excuse me. They had barely enough space, like barely, I think. So I ended up just a little bit later. You'll see when I do it. I think I recorded that. Just moving it out some more to give them a little bit more space. Here I am trying to take this here to grab the this custom glass barrier that I made originally, and at the time I did not realize that it did not come with, I didn't grab the stick, the pole that's holding it up, so I will have to go back in later and fix that. Here I'm just splitting it off. And I originally planned, I did not want right here where I'm fixing to put this stuff, I didn't want the viewing area to be right across from the binturongs. So, and then I just went thinking whenever I started doing this, so you'll see here in a little bit where I delete it and, excuse me, move it down a little bit, because that just wasn't where I was wanting it originally. I didn't want it to be like right across from the viewing area of the binturong. So here I'm just, as you can see, I'm just adding the barriers. What word am I looking for? The custom made, there we go, glass viewing area. I was like, I couldn't think of the word. See, I moved it, and then I'm like, wait, no, that's not what I wanted. So over here, originally, the first 4 there is fine, because it's not directly across from the binturong viewing area. So I just move that a little bit and just extend it some. And to just move that barrier back, and then I'll fix the path to where I can, it kind of butts up against the barrier there. And I was just moving that to where it kind of lined up, and I did not get it high enough. I do not know why that is not high enough. But I put the Caracals in, and immediately one of them escapes. And it's like, what in the world? So I ended up having to raise the barrier even more. So now it's like above the custom made barrier that I have there. And I don't know if I should try. It just looks weird with I tried raising it, and it just looked weird with the glass and everything. So I don't know if I'll leave it or if I'll try to figure something else out with that. But here I was like, I didn't like the concrete sticking out, so I was trying to bring it out, but I'm like, no, that's just not working. So I just split these pieces here and took it out of that group, or off that grid is what I'm trying to say. And, Piper, come here. Sorry, my dog's fixing to bark. Come here, Piper. Piper. And, just try to figure it out. And so what I'm doing here is, give me 1 second, y'all, sorry. Piper, no. Piper. Come here, baby. Alright, y'all sit down now. Sit down. Sorry about that. What I'm doing here is, the one that I said that I referenced off of before, that I made before, I had right here, where I'm trying to put a path, I had a, stairs going up onto the roof, and then on top of the actual restaurant, I made it look like there was a sitting area, and you could actually sit up there for the restaurant. You'd also be able to look over into the habitat. And what I did not do right, and I realized this, excuse me, was I made the stairs first and then added in the restaurant and built everything after that. Totally forgot that I had done it that way, and so it just wasn't working for me. So I'm like, well, I'm not gonna redo this, and I'll just make it the one viewing area inside instead of going on top, and then they'll be able to walk around to see the viewing area there. I still have to add what is it, education, I think around the outside. I think I did do it on the inside, but around the outside. And I need a good name for the habitat for the restaurant. That would be great. Here I just decided to do the fence, make it like a little gate way that they can walk into after they order. Although they don't technically do that anyways. They just appear at a table. So, and I will decorate this a little bit more. Put some other stuff up and everything, but it's like a little viewing area here. See, I put her in and she escaped. So it definitely was not tall enough. I checked, and like they could jump over it. I'm like, oh my goodness. So I didn't realize they could jump that high. I don't guess. I mean, it's 2 point something meters is what it was. So I don't know. I don't know what that is in feet, honestly. But see how it looks? It kind of looks weird. So I may try to figure out something to... See, I was going to do that, but I'm probably have to get off the grid pieces and see if it'll work. I just didn't do it in the speed build. I have to do it before the next episode. And as you can see here, I tried to raise everything. If I can grab the pieces. I just try to raise everything, but it looks weird when the 2 glass panels, because the glass isn't a long piece. Unless there is a longer piece, and there might be. I didn't even check. But when the glass comes down and meets the other part, you can see the line. It just looks really weird. I'm like, I don't really like that. So I just undo it, I think. Yeah. I just leave it for the time being. So then I'm just marking the animals as male and female. Here I seen that they needed climbing, and so I just put in one of the pre-made climbing bits, and it was really huge. And as you can see, they barely had enough. When I put the water in, they didn't have hardly any space. Not enough space, I guess I could say. I guess I should say. So I tried to redo it. I did want to give them a little water hole, just because I like doing that than the water pipes or the water dishes. I just like the natural water hole. And so I made it a little bit smaller. It still gave them barely enough space. So like I said, I do end up extending it after I put in the climbing frame. Here I was thinking, well, I'll put it in, but then I'm like, no, I don't want it. So I go through the different climbing frames. They're like huge. Like that one is huge. That and some of these, I'm like, oh, they could jump out. I end up going with this one, but I do have to extend the, as you see here, have to extend the barrier. Here I'm just kind of putting the columns in, so, which I don't think I ended up, no, I didn't end up doing that one like I thought I did. Okay. Huh. Didn't even notice that until now. But I go and I move this and I turn it around, and it also counts as hard shelter just because of the little roof there. And I think underneath, probably, I didn't actually check, but I know it ends up counting as hard shelter. I'm just trying to decide if I want to leave that as hard shelter or just make it as strictly as their climbing area and then build them another little hard shelter. But this here, I'm just trying to move over here. I end up having to take it off the grid because it just wasn't working. And then it didn't line up. And so I just kind of struggled with this. I think I end up getting it. I just end up having to... I think I end up having to just make it... Yeah. Just end up having to just remake it from that point. Here I'm just trying to fit the roof on top and then take the poles up higher. And that also counts. I think it gave them, yeah, it gave them 100% shelter. Just putting some bedding in for them. And then that is actually the end of the speed build. So I hope y'all enjoyed this, and I will see y'all in the live. Okay, y'all. This might be a very long speed build. So let me see here. I'm just gonna put some plants down. They don't really want a lot of coverage, but that's totally fine. Got to be careful with the trees. Probably climb them and then oh, that's huge. I don't want to block any. Probably climb them and then jump out. So I got to be very careful with the trees. Let's see. I don't want no bamboo, but let's do some. Let's take that down. Can we do some smaller ones? Let's see. Do they have any? Well, here, I'll just put these there. That works. Alright. Do they like the grass? They like bracken. But that's not exactly what I was looking for. Yes. The grass. So we're gonna go Merge scenery. I'm gonna duplicate. They can also use that as shelter, I think. So they're like right there on the edge, so they're pretty good on their terrain. They're good on everything actually, except nutrition. Okay, so this I have to fix right here. I'm trying to decide if I actually want to keep that as their shelter or if I want to build something else. But it's not a very big habitat. I actually had to extend it a little bit. Oh yes, vet cannot reach. Okay, let's just fix this. Work zones. Let's do a new work zone. And go over here and we'll just get all these. Just because I'm not sure at the moment. We're gonna go habitats, spell right, habitats C through D, maybe is what we'll do. Okay, let's actually do entrance. We're gonna do another vet and mechanic and no keeper. Let's see, there. All of you habitats. Oh, that didn't work. Oh wait, let's do it this way. There we go. Okay, so we have the restaurant here, and then a little viewing area here. Caracal. I need some. Well, you're just glitching through that. I need some sea names for the Caracal here. Where y'all at? Where'd you go? There you are. This one is the male. They're so cute. Look at that. I love their ears. And then we have the female, of course, wherever she's at, right here. I need to change their milk quality. So cute. So cute. So give me some names. Give me some names for the habitat for the caracals and for the Bentron, please. Let me know what y'all think about this habitat. I'm not exactly just extremely happy with it. I don't know. It's okay. I kind of feel like this one I done a little bit better, and I don't know. Maybe it's just how it went for me. But y'all let me know what y'all think. Please leave some name suggestions in the comments below. Pretty please. Appreciate it. I will come back on later and fix this. The poles did not transfer for some reason. So I'll fix that and I'll put benches and stuff in here and stuff like that, and I will show y'all the next time we come on. So there's already a poll up. If I don't forget, I will put it in this in the description below. But the next animals is going to be D. So we have the Dall sheep, well, the Dall sheep, the Dama gazelle, the Dole, the Dingo, and the Dromedary camel. So y'all go and vote which animal y'all would like to see next. And I will talk to y'all later. Actually, let me do this. Let me link tables. Link tables. 3 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Missed one. Okay, there we go. Okay, there we go. So y'all let me know what y'all think. And Andy is about to mature. We will deal with that next time. So I will talk to y'all later. Bye.